If you are looking for a property where you can spend long period of time or just a second vacation home and not necessarily being attached to the short-term rental structure, this video is for you. I'm Juan Briceño and welcome to another video on my channel. All right, so let's start showing you the Punta Cana map. But let me tell you, if you are following me time ago, you will realize that in all my videos, I'm always talking and showing this. But I'm also talking about Punta Cana as a commercial name. But at the same time, Punta Cana is composed for multiple areas, let's say that way. For example, here where the international airport is located is Punta Cana itself. Then next to it we have Cap Cana. This area we have Bávaro, Verón. But I'm also mentioned before that Bávaro is one of the most popular areas in the whole destination. Why this? Because it's well developed. Here you have more diversity. You have multiple golf courses, multiple public access to the beach, business, and resorts. So the project is located in the Bávaro area. Now, the name of the project is Araya. As you can appreciate, the location is very strategic. Why this? Because the project is very close from the main highway. And when you are near the highway, that means easy access through the whole destination. For example, for someone that is living in this area and you want to go to the downtown, for example, just look at it. It will take you pretty much no more than 10 minutes with no traffic at all. If you want to go from the project to the international airport, that will take you pretty much 30 minutes. If you want to go to the nearest beach, for example, we are talking about 15 minutes more or less, which is Bávaro Beach. But this is not the only access you have. Actually, if you want to go to that one, all right, it's just 15 minutes. But let's say you want to go to the Cortecito Beach. That will take you pretty much around 15 minutes again. But if you want to go to Macau Beach, for example, that can be around 20 or maybe 25 minutes. But it's your choice which one you want to visit. And if you are a golf lover, let me tell you, you have one of the most popular golf courses just in front, pretty much. I mean, on the other side of the highway, which is Cocotal Golf and Country Club. So this is the location and what you can expect from Araya. On the flip side, this is the area where the project is going to be, and you can appreciate that there are already developments over there. We have thousands of people just living over here. So it's not like you have to wait for your neighbors to build and raise a property. That's not going to happen in this scenario. Okay, so let's learn more about the project itself. Araya is composed for 462 units on the first phase, 77 buildings with 3 levels, as you can appreciate here in the render, and 86 square meters for apartments. So it makes it like really comfortable for a project with this quantity about buildings, but at the end you can see like it's kind of low density per building because we are talking about just 2 apartments for level. Now, one of the things that makes Araya like an authentic project with, a solid concept is the sustainability. Normally, they are trying to work with resources to use less or have less impact with the energy. So, for example, they are trying to use a natural cross ventilations, try to get an approach of the natural light and the natural air as well. With that, we are talking like they are under the Edge and the GBCI certified, where in few words, they are using 26% less electricity, 37% less water, 46% about energy, and also with that they are planning to add solar panel. Now here, let me walk you through the master plan and what the project will look like in the future. So here you have the whole master plan. Now, as I mentioned before, the project it's going to be built in two phases. The first phase is going to be just right here until here. We are talking about 26 building for the first phase, and the second phase is going to be from here to the back, all of this. So let's focus first on the first phase. What's going to be here? So this is the main entrance, where here you will have an office, for people that want to put their unit under property management and things like that. They also are planning to have here commercial areas with bar, restaurants, all these type of amenities for all the people. And then the 26 buildings, but with that, they are also planning to include some amenities. For example, one of them is going to be the Central Park. And this is really interesting because this is open concept. So here you can do kind of picnic or just, enjoy all the green areas that are surrounding you. They also are planning to include a common swimming pool just right here and a clubhouse, I believe. So you can have the certainty like receiving the unit. It's also with some amenities. Nevertheless, here you can appreciate the rest of the amenities of the complex. For example, here you will have a security gate with control access, a clubhouse, commercial areas, a pet park. This is going to be on the second phase. The Central Park that I already mentioned, common pools, lounge. They also are planning to add a lap pool for those that wants to take this in, in another level, like a sport, gym, a playground for the kids, a social area where you can do celebrations or things like that, and also a multi-purpose court. So this is what you can expect when it comes to the security gate. They are also planning to have a lobby, because at the end the project will work like a 50-50 for those that are looking just a second vacation home, and also considering generating some income while they are not using it. But if that the case, keep in mind that here you will have like all the necessary amenities to have that comfort. This is the commercial area that I showed on the master plan. This is the lounge bar area with a beautiful view of the swimming pool and clubhouse. Here, the common pool I talked about on the master plan. They are playing actually with green areas. Look at this social area. Let's say that you have a specific celebration, a birthday, or a meeting with a company, for example. That's something that, you can possibly do just right here. The multi-purpose court for football, basketball. Here the gym with a very nice view as well. The pet parks, I already talked about this. Okay, so now I will walk you through the floor plans and the different typologies per floor. This one, as you can see here, is on the bottom, first floor. So this is a 2-bedroom unit, but here you can have that sensation that you were like in a house. Why this? Because the property is including a backyard with green area. And remember, here we are talking about just a building with 3 levels, 2 apartments per floor. So here we're talking about 86 square meters and 40 square meters about the backyard. So this is the main entrance. At the right, you have the kitchen, and this is the laundry room. So in this area, you have the living, dining, sliding door, and access to the backyard. And here you also have kind of living area. So Here, in case someone wants a third bedroom, can request to close this area, and then you will have a third bedroom. But let me finish here, and then you will have a better picture of this. So in this area, you have the hallway and full bathroom, secondary bedroom. Here you have the primary bedroom with access to the backyard, walk-in closet, and private bathroom. And again, if you want a third bedroom, you can just request to close this, of course, with an additional value, but that's something that we can talk later. So this is a typology for the first level. And again, if you want to okay, so here I'm going to walk you through the different typologies per level. For this one, we are talking about the first level. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit. We are talking about 86 square meters and 40 square meters of backyard. So this is the main entrance. At your right, you have the kitchen, an island, and this is the laundry room. So in this area, you have like a family room, dining table, and living room with sliding door and access to the backyard. Then you have the hallway just right here, full bathroom, secondary bedroom, and the primary bedroom with walk-in closet, private bathroom, sliding door, and access to the backyard. And here, this typology can give you the sensation of living in a home because you are having a private backyard. And of course, if you want to request for a jacuzzi like this one, that's something that we can discuss later. This is an additional, of course, but also if you want to have a third bedroom, that's something that you can request as well. Just enclosing this area, just right here, you can have the primary, secondary, and a third bedroom right here. Now, this is another typology located on the second level. For this one, we're talking about 86 square meters, and the typology is pretty much the same, but removing the backyard. Nevertheless, this is the main entrance, the kitchen, laundry area. Again, here you have a family room, dining table, and living room. Here you have a sliding door and access to the balcony. Here you have the secondary bedroom, full bathroom, primary bedroom, walk-in closet, and private bathroom. Again, in case you are looking for a third bedroom, you can request to enclose this area and you can have a third bedroom for an additional value, of course. And this one is located on the third floor. This one, we're talking about 86 square meters, and the terrace, it's a 34 square meters, but it looks like they are planning just to make it bigger. However, I will walk you through it. The layout is pretty much the same than the previous levels, but the only difference here is you don't have a balcony right here like the previous one, but here you have the stairs that is going to walk you through a private rooftop. So here you will have a very nice view to the sunset. That's why the name of this typology is sunset. And here, well, it's up to you if you want to, maybe talk to the developers to leave the pre-installation and have a jacuzzi, or if you want something more customized just like this. But with this, you can have an idea about what you can get. Here, you can have an idea about the rendering and what they have in mind and how you can expect to receive this type of unit. Living room, balcony, the kitchen, at the end is the laundry area, family room, the primary bedroom. Actually, this one is for the first level where you have this sliding door and have access to the backyard. Look at these bathrooms, very nice tonalities with the wood color. Nice walk-in closet, secondary bedroom, and the private rooftop for those that are looking, something bigger with a very nice view. This is what you can expect. Now that you are familiar with the location and the distance from the project to multiple places of interest, it is time to take a look at the showroom. But here I want to make a note. It is a showroom, not necessarily a model unit with the 100% of guarantee that it will be like this. Nevertheless, you can appreciate the qualities, what the kitchen looks like, the bedroom looks like, and things like that. So let's see it together. Okay, so now I would like to walk you through the payment plan because I believe this is one of the most important things that set this project apart from the rest. And what I mean by that is, first, the reservation is just $1,000. After that moment, you will have 30 days to move forward with a down payment. But in this scenario, we are talking about just 10% of the total amount. And after the down payment, you will do 15%, split it into monthly installments every 2 months, every 3 months, it's up to you during the construction process. So basically, once the property is done and you receive the keys, you will pay the last percentage of 75%. And here you can do it in cash if that's the case, or you can get a mortgage with a local bank over here. But again, this is something very standard, and this is actually something that we can do some adjustment depending on the type of unit you're looking for, depending on your financial situation, because the idea is just to customize the payment plan when we are talking about pre-construction projects. So this is it. I hope you have enjoyed this video as I did. Remember, I have all my information below, so feel free to reach me out in case you need more information about the availability, brochure, schedule a one-on-one. You have everything just over there. So if you want to continue learning about real estate in Punta Cana, just hit the button and subscribe to this channel. Until the next time.